Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, the Alternative People's Party seeking to get more women involved in politics. Destination Marketing Manager at Discover Dominican Authority places added emphasis on destination marketing, and the police to remain vigilant in enforcing COVID-19 restrictions on crowd size this Christmas. The details coming up.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominican Red Cross.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
The Alternative People's Party is taking a proactive move to get more women involved in the political arena. Here is Andrea Louis with more.
This as the APP held the first ever Women in Political Leadership Conference on Friday. Interim President of the party, Tahira Blanchard, says the conference will be in line with the party's mandate of promoting a United Dominica First agenda.
The Women in Political Leadership Conference brings female professionals and other civic leaders together to discuss the greater involvement of youth and women in the social and political life of Dominica. The non-partisan event will provide participants with the opportunity to present their views and promote their platforms, as APP prides itself as a coalition platform for all ideas, irrespective of partisan and political persuasions.
Participants from Dominica and around the world will partake in Friday's Zoom conference, which was held under the theme Vision, Inclusiveness, Leadership, Prosperity.
APP is pleased to announce that Dr. Simon Matthew will be the main speaker, and she will speak on the theme Finding One's Real Strength is the Beginning of Progress. The Zoom conference will also feature 6 other participants who will join from Dominica and other areas of the globe.
A wide cross-section of topics was scheduled for discussion during Friday's Women in Political Conference, which will benefit the participants.
The other topic to be explored are the links between economic progress and greater cross-gender participation, a Caribbean connection of women in leadership, filling the void and challenges in regional representation, tips on beauty which goes beyond the skin and health, and how to turn healthy living into a business. The indigenous woman's role in a progressing nation, broadening the horizon of entrepreneurship, leadership, and development, a blueprint for micro-business development and youth mentorship, and empowerment through enterprise, training, and new possibilities.
The annual Women in Political Leadership Conference will next be held on December 10th, 2021. Andrea Louis, Channel 5 News.
Newly appointed Destination Marketing Manager at Discover Dominican Authority vows to keep the country's name buzzing in the international arena. Melinda Hassel took up the position of Destination Marketing Manager on 17th November this year and will provide leadership oversight in implementing the authority's marketing plan. Speaking to the media this week, Hassel said one of her top agenda items is to resume marketing Dominica's Safe in Nature campaign to the world. The Safe in Nature brand concept targets people in high-risk countries to visit Dominica for a tourism-managed experience.
And as we move forward, one of the visions that I have is that we have a great Safe in Nature managed experience So this is separate to the Sakafet. And this is something that we need to start marketing to the world again, just to refresh the trade and our media partners internationally, because it is a unique protocol that we have now, the Safe in Nature. And I know we launched it in October, and it was a great hit. And this is something we have to refresh. Right now, with COVID, it's a very challenging time in the travel and tourism industry. And for the first quarter, I think people will remain hesitant to travel, but we have to remain present internationally and keep buzzing Dominica and all what it has, its unique assets, and also the Safe in Nature perspective.
Hassel intends to work closely with various stakeholders and the community to develop new campaigns for Dominica.
Quarter 2, we'll have to see then moving forward that we move on into either start getting press, influencers. So my vision is moving forward is that we must remain present in the market, remain like we launch now regionally, but also internationally, that we are present and that we are buzzing and that we are sounding out there. So as I go on, my first month here, looking forward, excited, and hopefully working together with the community and stakeholders and partners that we can launch other exciting campaigns.
The Environmental Health Department continues to play a critical role in Dominica's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. The department has been playing its role focusing on inspection, monitoring and enforcement procedures.
The department continues to monitor compliance of businesses to ensure that COVID-19 measures are maintained. For the period December 1st to 8th, 2020, a total of 88 businesses have been monitored. Additionally, the monitoring and surveillance of crew and passengers continue at the Douglas Charles Airport, Woodbridge Bay Port, and the Longhouse Port. The department also collaborates with other stakeholders in reviewing of applications for accommodations and public events, and also conducts inspections of accommodations. In this regard, the department will expect continued compliance regardless of any COVID-19 related operational disruptions to businesses.
The Health Department has also been collaborating with Discover Dominica Authority in reviewing COVID-19 action plans submitted by accommodations.
These plans outline in detail the measures that management will put in place to address all areas of operation to manage and mitigate the spread of COVID-19 among guests and staff. To date, there are 62 certified accommodations and 5 water sports service providers. These COVID-19 certified accommodations can receive guests coming from the bubble, low and medium risk countries. Recently, the Ministry of Tourism introduced the managed experience for the accommodation sector, which would allow for all visitors coming from high-risk classification of countries. This managed experience includes on-property managed experience, which would permit guests to access services at the property and enjoy all property amenities in a safe manner. The off-property managed experience would allow guests to travel from the property on certified taxis with a certified tour operator at specific sites for water and land-based activities.
And as the coronavirus pandemic continues to impact global tourism, top Caribbean private sector tourism leaders are asserting that tourism is the region's best hope for recovery and renewal. Head of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association says the successful revival of the sector relies on its ability to enhance its strengths while simultaneously reshaping itself to adapt to a changing global environment. During recent presentations to travel and tourism stakeholders, the recently appointed president of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association and CEO and Director General of CHTA expressed the association's confidence that tourism will once again display its resilience and help lead the region to recovery. He said while the tourism industry and economies are challenged in unprecedented ways, the Caribbean tourism industry is not a stranger to crises, and there is every reason to believe that it will continue to show its resilience and it will rebound. You are watching Channel 5 News. Coming up, a red carpet event for infirmary residents this weekend.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid. But there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominican Red Cross.
Almost 90 residents at the Dominican Infirmary will be treated to a red carpet event over the weekend as COVID-19 continues to affect the operations of that institution. Andrea Louis explains.
The first week in December is normally recognized as Residents Awareness Week, where the infirmary hosts activities to bring attention to the infirmary, its residents, and how the general public can continue to support the institution. This year, however, due to the repercussions of the coronavirus pandemic, the annual Residents Awareness Week had to be cancelled. Infirmary Director Annie St. Luce says despite the cancellation of the week of activities, something else will be held for the residents.
On the 13th of this month, in recognition of the residents, we're having an activity that is sponsored by Stephanie James, and that is the red carpet activity. Julian Riviere will be coming in to sing to the residents, and it will be a red carpet affair where the residents will walk down the red carpet, dress nicely. We will be able to take photographs and send to their relatives or even post on our Facebook page, just to show some form of appreciation.
St. Louis pointed out that apart from restricting the number of people who can visit, the institution continues to be impacted financially by the crisis.
You would expect with COVID that not just not being able to hold activities where you crowd people together and you bring people from the outside into the infirmary, but also the financial aspect of it. Infirmary itself has suffered as a result of COVID. We have some of the residents whose relatives would for some time make a contribution on their behalf. Some people have lost their jobs, and so we do not have much money coming in other than our subvention, which would have probably allowed us to host activities for RAW.
Regardless of the ongoing changes caused by the COVID-19 crisis, there has been a bright spot at the infirmary. A project funded by the UNDP with the Ministry of Environment as the implementing partner will see the installation of solar panels at the institution, which St. Louis hopes will cut down on the infirmary's electricity bill.
We actually look like we have a grand solar farm, and I'm very happy that infirmary was selected for that project. Of course, it will eliminate our electrical bill, as well as cause us to be a little more self-sufficient in the event of storms, disasters, and so on. They also donated a generator set to us, so we have a brand new generator set and LED lights, which will cause us to be more fuel efficient.
Dominicans are not expected to be disadvantaged in terms of the distribution of a COVID-19 vaccine when it becomes available. The country is expected to rely on gains achieved over the years in immunization, as well as the successful implementation and introduction of the HPV vaccine in 2019.
Dominica has recently strengthened its partnership with Gavi and the COVAX facility for improving the immunization program for COVID-19 approved vaccines. The Ministry of Health, through its National Immunization Program, has been charged with the responsibility to develop a plan to introduce the COVID vaccine when and as soon as it becomes available. And I must tell you that under this COVAX facility is a facility which will ensure that all countries, including small island developing states like Dominica, will have equal access to the vaccine. Vaccination will be done at various facilities, including our primary healthcare facilities, at our hospitals, our elderly care facilities, at private clinics, and even on the blocks. All of our our essential primary healthcare staff will be trained to deliver vaccines simultaneously throughout the island. So the intention is that when the vaccine becomes available in Dominica, it will be done simultaneously on the island.
And managing crowds or gatherings is expected to remain a priority for law enforcement as we head into the Christmas season and beyond. Already, the issue of social distancing has forced authorities to cancel next year's carnival to avoid chances of turning the event into a super spreader. The police say they remain intent on ensuring that protocols regarding excessively large crowds are followed.
Anyone wishing to host an event targeting a gathering of 50 to 199 people must first seek permission from the Chief of Police. To make it more convenient for organizers, an event application form is available online at dominica.gov.dm and discoverdominica.com. The application form, Annex 1 and Annex 2, must be completed, signed, and submitted to dompol at cwdom.dm. That is, dompol at cwdom.dm, or delivered to police headquarters.
The submission of the application is only the beginning of the process.
On receipt of the application form, the monitoring and inspection team will then make contact with the organizer of the event. A site visit will be conducted, and the team will confirm that the requirements and conditions stipulated in the application form are implemented. To date, a number of activities have been hosted successfully.
Some of the guidelines apply to those who use public transportation buildings and spaces.
Let me reiterate that it is an offense for anyone, 1, to be without a mask when in using a motor omnibus, hiring car or taxi or other public transportation. B, in a public building including supermarkets, retail and wholesale establishments. C, in a bar, market, or other similar business or place. D, in a public space including parks, riverbanks, and beaches. 2, it shall be unlawful for anyone to host or attend a large gathering. A large gathering is 200 or more persons. It shall be unlawful for anyone to be present at or promote, aid or assist in the promotion of a large gathering. It shall be unlawful for anyone to host a gathering of 50 or more persons without the permission of the Chief of Police.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
We are resilient and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid. But there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominican Red Cross.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
To end the news, the headlines again. The Alternative People's Party seeking to get more women involved in politics. Destination Marketing Manager discovered Dominican Authority to place added emphasis on destination marketing. The police to remain vigilant in enforcing COVID-19 restrictions on crowd size this Christmas. You may access the news on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching. Have a good weekend.